no stepfathers being driven today, so I can better concentrate on delivering this content, which I find very important, and that has been requested in more than one occasion. Today's topic is: how do we establish, define, agree on the distribution of chores and eventually screen time, and the corrective actions when things don't work out as planned? The key here is planning and sharing the contents of this distribution of chores, sharing it, creating it, and making it available to everyone in the house. What does this mean? This means that when we establish what needs to be done, who will do what according to their age and abilities, of course, we are going to do it all together as a family activity, sitting at the table at the same time. Why is this? This is because it needs to be explained. It needs to be shared. It needs to be approved and believed by everyone in the house. Meaning that the kids have to have a say in creating this plan. The kids have to be explained why the plan is in place, why each has their own task, why the task, each age and ability specific for each member. A 6-year-old can't be expected to take the trash out because it just doesn't work that way, just as a 14-year-old can't be expected to just keep her room or his room clean. How did we do it? We did it by drafting sort of a matrix, a schedule, a chart, where the name of each member was on the page, and we also wrote what task had to be taken care of by each person, when, the time frame, and also in the sheet was the corrective action that needed to be implemented if the task, the chore, or whatever hadn't been done properly or done in a timely manner. What did we then do? We had everybody sign off on this, meaning obviously not all the kids are going to agree to things, but when explained the reason why things need to be done, they agree that things need to be done. They agree that things need to be done by them as well. They agree that if things aren't done, something needs to be corrected. So I don't typically use punishment or discipline. We always have used corrective action. What did we do after that? We made sure that this sheet was accessible to everybody. So if you have a bulletin board, if you have a fridge, somewhere where it is accessible to everyone at any time. So when things aren't taken care of properly, you can always refer to the sheet that's on the fridge or on the bulletin board, and then there's no more good guy or bad guy. That is why we suggest to approve it altogether beforehand, to discuss it, because if it's a top-down approach, it won't work as well as if it's a distributed plan, an agreed upon plan. That's why we say the kid has to sign it off. What does signing it off mean? Signing it off means that they recognize they have seen it, they recognize they have agreed to it, and reminding them of honoring one's promise by having signed that piece of paper is very important for moral integrity. We explain if your word isn't worth much, even when it's on a piece of paper and signed by you, then how can you expect to be believed in the future if you are not willing to stick by something that you have agreed to and signed off on? We have found that this system works. It also helps with the bad guy syndrome, where the corrective parent usually gets the heat, or if it's the step parent, which should be the contributing parent, has to turn into the corrective parent, then things go south really quickly. This is a little tip that I suggest you give a shot to, that you try for yourselves. It might work, it might not work for everybody, but it's a useful tool that has been found to be very effective with most families that have implemented it. So I suggest you give it a shot. It doesn't take more than a couple of hours to put together. Come to the meeting sort of prepared, meaning know all the chores that you want to distribute, and I'm quite sure that you'll have positive results. Give it a shot, stepfathers. Meanwhile, enjoy your day, take care, and Godspeed.